My name is Balola, and I am a student athlete at the University of Manitoba. I am a sprinter, I run track and field, and it is definitely one of the things in life that I enjoy doing the most. I have done some work previously with organizations like Athletics Manitoba to help bring sport to the youth in our city and in our province, many of which are Black and Indigenous youth of color. The Born in Power exhibit definitely made me think deeper about and look closer at what power is to me and what it means. Being involved in sport has definitely given me a different perspective of what power is, and realizing that it's not just strength and brute force, but power is confidence, power is preparedness, and power is having an unwavering notion that you can achieve and accomplish something. Running gives me a sense of power. Racing and the adrenaline rush you get at being with your teammates and competing against other schools, all of that together makes me feel powerful. The sense of power I get when I'm in the starting blocks, when a race is about to start, knowing that you are about to, as a sprinter, basically run as fast as you possibly can, there's definitely a sense of power in that as well. Seeing other women and other Black women in sport also gives me a sense of power. Some Black women in sport that I do look up to and that inspire me would be Allison Felix and Serena Williams. Seeing them at the highest level of competition definitely inspires me to want to push further, and also I'm inspired by not just their competitive aspects, but their dedication and their work ethic in other aspects as well. I definitely don't always feel powerful. Power is not something that just comes to me naturally, and I always feel that way. Hearing the news and seeing the stories of Black and Indigenous people of color being the targets of injustice in our community, in our society, makes me feel very powerless. When our voices are silenced and our concerns are overlooked, it definitely makes you feel small. I believe that there is power in representation, and I think that was one of the main themes that the Born in Power exhibit set out to portray. Being seen and heard, and having people who look like you being seen and heard, can help us live in that power and gain some of that power back that is often overshadowed. Whether it be in the media or in the workplace or in the classroom or in the department store, when there is representation, there's often representation that is inaccurate, representation that is insensitive, representation that is lacking empathy, or there's just a complete exclusion of Black and Indigenous representation altogether. And that, I think, is a major problem. And I think that this exhibit does a great job of fighting that narrative and pushing back against what has become all too normal for us. It's time to change what is normal. When I had the opportunity to go and see the exhibit in person, the piece that spoke out to me the most was Darky by Anik Jordan. This piece, I just really appreciated the realness and the transparency, and I loved how her skin and her complexion was the focus of the piece and not an afterthought, and how her essence and her being was celebrated and not condemned. I feel like I was able to see myself in that piece. I definitely hope that everybody has the opportunity to go and see this exhibit. I learned a lot through it, and I believe that everybody can take something away from it.